Welcome back, everybody, to this week's episode of the Speakeasy Podcast. My name is Victor.
My name is Jody.
And as always, we are back for this week's shenanigans.
Yes, sir.
Should we start out with a good old drinks check, Joey?
Ring port. Yes, sir.
Where we at?
All right. I am drinking a nice little mixer.
Oh, that looks like a rum and coke. Is that the... No?
It is a crafted tea liqueur from the Tatra Mountains in Slovakia. It is 52%.
52%.
Nice. It is very
That
nice.
sounds delicious. What?
If you've ever had this, good on you. It's fucking amazing. It ranges up to like 80%. That's like a whole scale of it. It's amazing. I think I bought it for you guys once when I came back from Slovakia.
Yes, I remember now.
Yeah, it's amazing. That's flavors, but this is the classic Tatra tea.
That's good.
It's amazing. So I'm drinking that with a nice Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. Nice. For me, I am sipping a rum this week that someone very special got me.
Yeah. Man, that person must love you a lot.
I know, right?
Yep.
He's a very stylish gentleman, I will say. So yes, I am simply doing it very as we do on neat.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Very nice. Yeah, very nice.
Now, with that out of the way, how have you been, my friend?
It has been a rough ass week. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Sorry to hear.
I don't know. I feel like everything was very much this week. Nothing really went well. Everything was kind of felt like a drag. It's
that
like
sucks.
One of those weeks. Yeah.
I know those weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my grandma as well got open heart surgery.
Yes. You mentioned, yeah.
She's fine. She's back home now.
That's good. Good to hear.
But she looked like Jesus. Yeah. That looked rough.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know. It's been one of those weeks.
That's not good.
Kind of sucked.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's all right.
I mean, as long as grandma's okay, I mean, we take what we can, I guess.
Yeah.
But not optimal, not at all.
No. But
that's good.
Looking forward to this one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How about you?
I've had a good week. I've been to the hospital. I've been to the we've probably I don't remember actually how much I've told here, but I'm currently it started out as back pains, and now I have 3 slip discs, but then I also have high blood pressure, and so I'm getting that checked out. So far, all my tests look good. There's nothing wrong, but they wanted to do a bit more checks, and so I went into the Rigshospitalet, which is like the main hospital in Denmark, the fine one. And they wanted to do an ultrasound. And so I'm not pregnant, so you know.
That's a good thing.
But they wanted to do an ultrasound on my the arteries in my kidneys.
Okay.
So you know, because apparently those can have stuff built up inside of them that makes the blood flow less good or something. But luckily, nothing there. The doctor was happy with me. Said there's nothing to see. That's good. And so today I went and got some blood tests done, blood tests and all that stuff. Yep. And so now I have to go in on Friday and just wait and see what they say. Pretty much, yeah.
All right.
That was good.
Turns out nothing bad.
Thank you, sir. Other than that, I've had just a general good week. I have bought a couple of new games. I've bought. Do you know the Ni no Kuni games? I hope I pronounced that correctly. It's a JRPG. It's kind of a cross between like Final Fantasy and Pokemon almost. It's very funny. You play as a boy called Oliver who loses his mom, very sad, and then his doll gets brought to life because he cries on his doll that his mom gave him, and then it's a fairy that was trapped inside the doll, pretty much.
Okay.
And so you get transported to another world, and you become a wizard, and then you fight with these things called familiars that you summon from your heart, and these are like Pokemon, and it's kind of cool. And it's like I had heard the title like before, and I was just like, okay, this I don't know, JRPGs haven't really. It's like it's been kind of hit or miss for me. Some are really good, some are really bad. Yes. But this one was the first one was on sale for like I think €7 or something like that, €8. So it's like I'm gonna get that.
Swipe.
Yeah, just swipe, get it, and then we see. Right, it was like 80% off. I was like, yeah, I'll get it. And it was so good that I went back, and then the other one was also on sale. And I'm now playing through the first one. So far it's a lot of fun. Playing it on the Switch. So I think you can get it on PlayStation as well. So highly recommend it if you have a Switch or any other platform where it's available. Go check it out.
Yep. Exactly.
Very cool. Anything else we need to address before we start up?
I mean, we could have a little teaser on what we're gonna be doing.
Yes, let's do it.
All right. So, if you don't know her, go and check her out. But I'd say everyone knows her. She has a Diamond solo album. I think it's Diamond.
I believe so. Yes.
Yep. Won 4 Grammys for it.
5, I think, even.
5 even. Wow. Yep. It is the amazing Miss Lauryn Hill.
Yes, sir.
The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Yep. That's, oh man, what a track. What an album.
Quintessential hip hop / R&B / neo soul / all sorts of things album.
Yes, exactly. Yep. Yep. Yeah. And then afterwards, people, you know what time it is. It's time for the last call. And we got a on theme one with the album. So
oh, nice. So that's what you got looking forward to.
Yep.
With that, I think it's time to wrap this up and say cheers, everybody. Welcome to the Speakeasy Podcast. Cheerio.
Enjoy. Yes, sir.
Okay, Bowie, so here we go.
All right. Yep.
And as you teased, it is time for Miss Lauryn Hill, the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Yes, sir.
Now, initially, I just wanted to ask you, have you listened to this album before? Is this a first listen for you?
Fully?
Yeah.
I haven't. Fully, no. This is the first listen fully. Obviously, I've heard a lot of the tracks.
Yes.
But fully, this is my first listen. And I'm so glad we're doing this because Jesus Christ.
It is indeed a very, very interesting album on a lot of fronts.
Yep.
Especially on the innovation side, but we'll get to that later. For now, it is prudent to say this is a 1998 release, so 25 years old at this point. It came on the back of her success in the Fugees.
Yep.
And this is her first solo album.
Yes, and only. No?
No, I think she has one more now, right?
I don't know.
I don't know, actually.
I think it's wrong.
As we say, I'm gonna just do this real quick.
The quick little
She has. Oh, you're right. She actually has only one. I guess the rest has to be. Oh, it's a compilation album. That's why.
Yeah. Right.
So yes.
Yep. Let's start off with the intro, which is called Intro.
As I said, innovation at its finest here. Here we go.
Amazing. Solid. Yep.
Not much to say here.
No. They're in the classroom.
Yes.
Taking attendance. Lauryn is missing.
Yes.
That's it.
That's pretty much it. Also, his name gets called up, and obviously she isn't there.
Yep.
Now, track 2.
Last ones. Yep. It's, I mean, everything here sounds very old school because it is.
Yeah.
But it's just the golden age of old school. Like,
yes.
I love the scratching on the record scratches. Just very nice and old school.
It's just
I love the
smack in the middle of the boom bap sort of claps, and the scratching is perfect. It fits very well, all that stuff. And like you say, like this is just the classic 90s beat.
Yes, for sure.
Yep. As we should say, she actually produced this entire album herself. So it's not only this has she written it and stuff. She's also produced it, which is very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Um, as called Lost Ones. How do you view this? What do you gain from this?
So, for me, this is kind of, it feels kind of like a dig at someone. I don't fully know who. But it sounds like whoever it's about is choosing money or fame over her love, basically. Um, I do like her Jamaican accent that she puts up.
Yes,
Kind
very
of
good.
education, like it's fun.
Yes.
I like it a lot. Yeah, that's kind of what I gained from it.
I agree. I think there are two possible answers to who it might be about. She did have a relationship with one of Bob Marley's sons. I think he's called Damon Marley, if I'm not mistaken.
Could be.
If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. And she also apparently had a relationship with her bandmate Wyclef Jean from the Fugees. So I'm not sure which one of them it is, but I agree with you. It's she views it as him dumping her for money and fame, and this is her way of saying you don't realize what you've lost, pretty much.
Yep.
It's surprisingly good versus rap wise. This is almost
for sure.
This is a pure rap song, like I would say. Amazing flow. I remember the first time I listened to this album, because I have listened to it before. I was surprised by how well she does the rapping in general. It is so clean. The delivery is so on point. She even has the like wherewithal to put in different reflections, like you say, the accents or the way she pronounces stuff. Her tone changes according to what she's saying. It's just very, very high class, and I think in general this it shows a lot that she has produced it as well, because it feels like she knows exactly what's going on in every track, and everything has its place, and it fits together really well.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But yeah, a very strong opening track. I will say the refrain before the chorus, you might win some, but you lost one. I think in the end it gets a bit repetitive. That's the only part of this song that I don't really enjoy. Yeah. The chorus is very nice. The chorus is very catchy. Yes. Other than that, 3 solid verses.
Should we touch on the skit a little bit? Or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Obviously, on most songs there are skits, as you say. The first one was the intro where they're taking attendance, and this is from the classroom.
Yeah.
What do you gain from it?
Well, it's kind of, it sets the tone for the rest of the album with because I feel like this whole album has a lot to do with love. Well, basically the teacher is just asking the kids, like, all right, so what is this? Like, he spells out
stuff
love
on the board. Yeah.
It carries over onto the other skids. So
yes,
that's it for now. Yeah.
Yes, it's literally just the teacher trying to get some interaction going with the class about what love is. And they have a lot of different stuff about it, like Titanic and Romeo and Juliet. I Will Always Love You is mentioned, which I think is very funny. It's obviously yes, but it is. But I think at this point it is Whitney Houston. But that's only been out for 4 years. I think the Bodyguard. No, wait, I'm not sure actually. But obviously the Bodyguard is not that old at this point. So already at this point, this is obviously the version that's referred to here because Whitney Houston was Whitney Houston. So I think that's very cool. But yes, it's just a skit about what love is.
Yeah.
All right, should we move on to track 3?
Track number 3, X Factor.
X Factor.
Yep. With a noticeable spelling change, not X Factor as in, but X as in past lover.
Exactly.
Factor. Yep.
I think there's like a triple entendre here, right? Because you could almost say it's it's missing the S from Sex Factor, right? So it's almost like you have something special. You have the sex factor, but now you're just the X factor, so to speak. It's very cool. Yep. Very cool.
Yep. For sure. I mean, it kind of for me, it kind of continues the song about the same person, just in a different tone. is more of a heartfelt heartbreak song.
Yes.
Her harmonies in the song are just amazing.
I agree.
It's like yeah, she just doesn't feel appreciated, basically.
It's just, this is such a beautiful track.
Yeah.
And she does so many amazing things. And like I said before, in this one, it shows exactly how much she is aware of what is going on in the song. Because the first lines, it starts out, "It could all be so simple," and she sings it very simply.
Yeah.
And then she goes, "But you'd rather make it hard," and she does all the the very difficult singing. It's just the whole, it intertwines so beautifully, the theme and the singing and the way she does it. Yeah. And also, where in the first track she has a very rough attitude, very brazen, like she's very angry almost.
Like tough, yeah.
This comes off so soft and sincere, and the way she sings in the third verse, "I keep letting you back in." And like it feels so real. And she must have gone through the break. It feels like she's gone through this breakup right before she went into the booth and sings this.
For sure. Yeah,
it's so beautiful. It is obviously also very very sampled, not at least by Drake in 2018. Nice for what?
Damn. Yeah, with the classic breakdown at the end.
Yes, it's such a beautiful song. It's also so timeless. The production is for sure. If this came out today, it would still be a hit. It's just so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, what else is there to say? The refrain, the part that Drake sampled is just beautiful. Like you say, the way she harmonizes with herself in the chorus, and it's so beautiful. And also the guitar solo. I don't even know who it is. It fits wonderfully.
It's amazing. It's actually amazing.
I think in like 2017 or 18, this was my most listened to track on Spotify. I had this on repeat for almost the entire year. It's so beautiful. It's timeless. I could listen to this anywhere. Perfect for when you drive. Perfect for when you're making food, making dinner. Yeah. Just sitting having a chat. Whatever you do, this is perfect for it.
Yep. Very nice.
Yes. Now, with all that praise out of the way, track 4. To Zion.
To Zion.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Now, I did read into this a little bit.
Yes.
And Zion is obviously her son.
Yeah, I had to as well, yes. It made sense, but I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, same. And I listened to it for the first time, and I didn't see the title or who's playing in it. And the guitar just gives it straight away.
You instantly know.
And it's Santana.
Yes.
One of the OGs.
It's so good. It just fits so well.
Yeah,
it is also right around this era where he does Smooth with Rob Thomas, and he does all of the popular songs with Nickelback. The Chuck Kroger of Nickelback. He does Maria Maria. So this is right around the time where he has this resurgence, but I think this is so underappreciated for the fact that he's in there, because it fits so well.
I know.
And it's pretty much, the song itself is just a praise, pretty much saying now all she does is for her son, obviously Zion, and even though she's had a hard time of it, now she's trying to give him all her love and affection.
Yeah, basically. And it's just basically people telling her that for her career, it's definitely not smart to have a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
But she ends up choosing to keep it. And I mean, obviously it didn't affect her music that much.
No.
But it could also be interpreted in biblical terms.
Yes, exactly.
If I put my my elementary school Bible studies to use.
There we go.
Because Zion is obviously the mountain in Jerusalem.
Yes.
Zion.
And the way she does the chorus is very. She says, "Now the joy of the world is in Zion," and so it's very easy to make that reference.
Yep.
Very beautiful, and again, her singing is just on. It's so good. It's
so amazing.
Holy, the way she's able to set the mood of the song just by how she uses her voice is very unique. I feel. When she raps, like I said, it's very to the point, brazen, almost like any of the male rappers that we have nowadays, right? Or Tupac or Biggie. But when she sings, it's so beautiful, and it like
it's so multi-talented.
Yeah,
it's
it
amazing.
is.
It's so crazy.
And it's just it shows everywhere how much of an impact she's had on everybody else, in both singing wise, rapping wise, production wise. You can see the influences on Christina Aguilera and on Megan Thee Stallion, on Nicki Minaj, everywhere, right? It's what a way to announce yourself as a solo artist, to have this album.
Yeah. At 23,
at
nonetheless.
23. Yeah. Now the skit at the end is the teacher following along, like asking how many of the students have been in love.
Yep.
And then he says, "I know none of you are gonna raise their hand. How many of all of them?" And the class is just mumbling. I feel like it's very that's exactly how it would go, right, in real life.
With young people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, for sure.
But I do like the first answer where he goes, what is love? Like, we don't get in love, right? What is it? About your personal definitions, like, what is it? And the boy goes, willingness to do everything for that person. And I think that's a very sweet way of looking at it, where he goes,
that is
I mean, you're not wrong, and it's a very unique way of looking at it.
Yep, for sure.
But yes.
All right, moving on
to the first single, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was the first single.
Doo-wop. That thing. So catchy, so catchy, man.
Good. It's so good.
It's so good.
Yep.
But yes,
I love her flow in this.
Yes,
I love her flow in
amazing.
This. Yep, for sure. And obviously, like, both guys and girls have to watch out for the other sex, because both of them can get with you for the wrong intentions and use you like the dumbass you are.
The thing is, when I listened to this, I hadn't listened to this for a while. Like, I knew this song as this is probably the first song I knew from this album. And I hadn't listened to it for a while. And when I listened to it, I thought, this is like the tone of this song fits 2023 down to the T. It's actually insane how well she's predicted what's going on right now, almost, right?
No, for sure.
We're 25 years down the line, and we're still dealing with the same stuff, where we have to all take care of each other and watch out and be aware of who you are, and everybody can get used and abused. So that's amazing. And yes, her flow is crazy. The chorus
is so cool,
is so catchy. Yes, so good.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a lot more to the whole song.
No, not really.
It is, but God, it is amazing.
I think it's very cool that she directly mentions that it's the girls that can do it too. I think that's very cool.
For sure. That's also very unusual.
Yes.
Like
very.
Like women typically only, like, female artists typically only talk about the men, and male artists typically only talk about the women. But to do it both ways is it's very nice. Very nice.
I agree.
Yep. Yeah.
What's up? What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna talk about the skit.
Oh yeah, the skit. Yes, exactly. Yes, the skit.
Yeah. It's it obviously continues even further, and it talks about what love is exactly to these young people.
Yeah.
and they're talking about the difference between falling in love and being in love.
Yes.
And actually loving someone. Which there's a huge difference, obviously. But...
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just funny because it feels very real. It actually feels like I don't know. I haven't actually read into how they if these are staged or if they actually took a real class and made them. But it feels very real, I will say.
Yeah, for sure.
So it is kind of funny, and it's so funny the way you wear fancy Adidas. It's so funny.
Yep. Yep.
But like I said, first single. The second single was X Factor, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Now we move to the next track, Superstar.
It's a more low key kind of track for me.
I'm gonna almost say it's not as memorable.
No,
in some sense,
because I feel like it's so nice. It's very nice and slow, like the guitar. But it doesn't. I don't know. It's very like you sit and relax kind of song, not
Yes.
of a and then you just let it pass.
I think this flow in the chorus reminds me a lot of how someone like Christina Aguilera would sing her lower, because she has sort of the low, deeper voice for a female, or at least the range to go down. So I think it's very cool. But it's not as catchy or as unique as
the other tracks.
The other tracks so far. By no means is it bad, and I think it's very cool that she's even within this album she's experimenting with a lot of different genres and approaches, right?
For sure.
And that's very cool. And I don't think it's, like I say, by any stretch a bad song. It's just it doesn't hit me the same way. I could imagine I could for sure imagine this being someone's favorite track on this album.
But any for of these tracks, to be honest.
Yes, for sure. But for me, it's not really. It's okay. I mean, I don't hate it.
And it's kind of, how fast the downfall can be, no matter how famous you are.
Yes.
Like cancellation. I feel like she even says that.
Yes. Yes. I wrote this down as well. I don't. Did she say cancel culture, or was it just something like it?
No,
it was
I don't
something
think it's cancel
like
culture, but it's something like that.
Yes.
But. Yeah, it's about like what people think an artist is supposed to be.
Yes, exactly.
You can have people kissing your ass all day and then leave you the next day.
Yes.
Yeah, and how that can affect the quality of your music.
It's just in general. She talks about the whole concept of being a star, where one day you could work at Foot Locker, the next day you could be, top of the world.
The next big thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But not bad, but not as amazing as the other ones so far.
No, I agree.
Then we come to track 7, Final Hour.
Yep. Very groovy.
Very groovy. Like, again, once again, groovy. Totally different genre almost. Very jazzy almost.
The trumpets go crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
The trumpets go crazy.
It's very cool, very cool. Once again, her flow, very cool. The way she does it, amazing.
Yeah.
And then again, it's about religion of some sort, right? It's about, you can, like she says in the chorus, you get the money, you can get the power, but keep your eyes on the final hour. Like in the end, you have some explaining to do or whatever.
Yep.
Yes, it's very good. She references the 73rd Psalm, Joey. You remember that from your Bible studies, of course, in the Bible. Psalm 73.
It's my favorite one.
Yeah, right. I don't know, but she makes a lot of references to the Bible in there. So,
it's lovely being a non-believing kid in a Catholic school and being forced to do Bible studies.
Good memories. Good memories.
Yeah, great. Yeah, and money and fame is basically one thing, but leaving a legacy will, kind of cement you in the history books forever.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's what you gotta kind of have to strive for.
Just be a good person, right? Don't throw your ethics to the side for fame and power. Be a good person. Do as the Bible says if you believe in that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Up next, When It Hurts So Bad.
Yeah, I don't have that much on this one actually. I only have 2 notes.
Oh, really? What are they?
Yeah. I did like the nice bass guitar on the slow, like it's kind of a slower song.
Yes.
And that trying to save a failing relationship is really difficult because you're that much in love, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the refrain, when it hurts so bad, is very catchy, and the way she harmonizes again with herself, but this time it's like it's more moody, and it sounds almost it sounds like she's in pain almost, right? Very, very cool. And once again, her singing is very, very, very beautiful and very real. It feels like she's in it. She's feels the pain.
Hurting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Very cool.
Yep.
But I agree with you. It's literally about you can't be in it, but you don't wanna be apart from the person, and it hurts no matter what you do. So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
The conundrum.
Yeah,
for sure. Yep.
And then we have another skit at the end, where the teacher says, "You ain't seen nothing yet. Why ain't you saying something to me?" And then the voice says, I feel like love right now is like confusion. And he has like a whole thesis. It's like people think they love somebody when they don't really love somebody. Like I thought I was in love with this girl, but I really wasn't. It's like now I don't feel about her. And he's like, the teachers go, okay. All right, it's just funny.
Solid point.
It's just funny.
Yeah.
I laughed. I heard that skit.
Yeah.
I was like, "This is funny," and it probably is that way, right? Like some people are more emotionally, like evolved or like they're
invested.
Yeah, they get it at a much younger age than other people, right? So sure. I could definitely see that going down where he's just been quiet and the teacher goes, "Are you stupid or something?" And he goes, "Well, actually, now that I think," and you go, "Oh, okay, what the hell?"
Let me drop some truth bombs.
Yeah, exactly. Gather round.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yep.
But yes.
Yep.
All right. Track 9. I used to love him.
Yeah.
What do you got about this one? Do you have more than 2 notes?
Yes, I have 3 on this one. No.
Okay.
No, I love her vocals, and I love hers and Mary J. Is it Blige? Or
Blige.
Yeah. Both of their vocals harmonizing together, gorgeous. Yeah, it's just a beautiful. Like same, it's just a beautiful song. And again, just reflecting on past relationships.
Yep.
Yeah.
They fit together so well. Their 2 voices fit.
Yes,
they're
it's
almost
so nice.
They could almost be like siblings, almost like they have the same sort of tone, and the way she phrases it is. And what I also find funny is Mary J. Blige has sounded like that forever, and you can't tell that this is 25 years old. No. It's amazing, and yes, it's just about how much they've sacrificed or she sacrificed. And how much it's frustrating. It didn't really work out, and it's just very, very beautiful. And the harmonies are amazing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very cool. Very cool.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Not much to it. The chorus is also very beautiful. Very, but not as catchy, sure. but very beautiful. I feel
very beautiful. Yep. Agreed.
No skit on this one, by the way. First one I feel without the skit almost. Or a second one, maybe?
There's been a few, but yeah. I think there's been like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Next track. Forgive them, Father.
Forgive them, Father.
Forgive them, please.
This is intro.
Huh?
This has the intro from Shelly Thunder. Forgive us our trespasses if we forgive those that trespass against us and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Which was very cool.
Yeah. Also very, on theme for the
song.
song.
Yeah. Very religious theme.
And but the beat is very not on theme.
Yes.
It's very reggae.
Yes.
Almost.
Yep.
But yeah, it's what I kind of gained from this is kind of how her faith kind of helped her forgive people who kind of wronged her.
Yes, I agree. Yes.
She also name drops a lot of famous betrayals in history in religion. Cain and Abel, Caesar and Brutus, Judas and Jesus. But also, and that's kind of one of my favorite things is she in the chorus, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do.
Yes.
It's also a reference to Jesus calling out to God when he was crucified.
Yes, exactly.
Telling God not to,
strike down.
Rain and anger upon those
exactly.
fools. Yeah. No, I love this track.
It's an amazing track.
It's amazing.
There is a reason though why it is very reggae inspired, and that is because it is an interpretation of Concrete Jungle by Bob Marley.
Cool.
And it is actually Julian Marley that plays the guitar in this track, which is very cool. Yeah.
Oh, very sick. All right, take the reins for a sec. I need a recharge.
A recharge. It's just a very beautiful track, and once again, it shows how versatile she is. That she can weave in and out of these genres so effortlessly. Obviously, the Fugees has a fair bit of influence from the reggae genre in general, but it's like she could sing any genre and make it sound interesting, which is very, very cool. And yeah, like you say, there's not much to it. It's literally I use my religion as a shield from the pain that I'm feeling, because like Jesus, like Cain and Abel, I have to forgive people because they aren't aware of what they're doing to me, and I have to believe that they don't do it on purpose, pretty much, right?
Exactly. Yep.
Exactly. but it's very, very beautiful. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Apparently, Shelly Thunder that does the intro is a Jamaican dancehall artist that I don't know. I'm not familiar with, but it's very, very
Cool.
the chorus and the fourth verse is very beautiful. Like the way they do
I
it.
love the chorus.
Yeah,
It's so nice. Yeah,
I agree.
for sure.
Very beautiful.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Then we move on to Every Ghetto, Every City.
Yeah, funky as fuck.
Yeah.
Funky as fuck.
Yes.
I don't even know what that sound is, but it sounds like a boing. It's
Exactly.
very funky.
I don't know what it is either. It's very cool.
Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah. And
it's just so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
She's at this point it feels like she's almost just flexing on everybody.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
It's like she can do everything, every
exactly.
genre,
Yes.
every flawlessly. It's so fucking good.
It's very, very good. What do you get from the theme of it?
I feel like it's kind of an homage to where she grew up, and that was South Orange in New Jersey.
Yes.
But the unusual thing about this song for me, and this kind of what I want to stress about the song, is like usually songs about growing up in the ghetto are really hard or depressing or like oh yeah, and I saw him get shut down or whatever.
Yes, exactly.
But she's almost reminiscing positively as well, which is what I love.
I agree. It's almost romantic in some sense. Like the hindsight. I remember back. I agree. And I completely agree. It's like she's looking back on all the amazing things that she grew up with, and especially in verse 3, she reminisces about all the stuff she remembers. Like Springville Avenue had the best popsicles, and Saturday morning she watched cartoons and kung fu. Hoya! A beef patty and some cocoa bread, which I don't know really goes together. I don't know.
Is it coconut bread or chocolate bread?
There's a genius annotation here. Let me see. Cocoa bread is eaten in Jamaica and areas of the Caribbean. As the name suggests, the bread contains a bit of coconut milk.
Coconut. Yes.
It is starchy and slightly sweet.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it is often split in half and stuffed with a Jamaican patty to form a sandwich. So that's what she's talking about here.
Cool.
That's very cool. Yes, it's like she talks about Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick and all that stuff. But I agree with you. Actually, it's very refreshing to hear that even though you grow up in a poor area or a hard area, you can have a good you have a good memories. Because we reviewed Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City, and he has a terrible childhood in Compton. Of course, we reviewed Nas. Talking about killing people and sleeping with the gun because sleep is the cousin of death and all that stuff,
Denzel
right?
Curry,
Denzel Curry, Jid on Forever Story, so it's refreshing, and also she has, besides Jid, she's probably the only one that has the ability to sing about it and actually make it beautiful. So it makes perfect sense. For sure. But it is very nice to hear that she has good memories.
That makes this so much better.
Yes, for sure.
The singing makes this whole album so much better.
Yes, I agree. 100%.
Yep.
100%.
Yep.
Then we come to
Nothing Even Matters.
Nothing even matters.
Yeah. And no, it doesn't. Because in the end, we all die.
I guess. Well, moving on. Track number 14.
Yep. No, and I listened to the whole album with my girlfriend once, and because this is one of her favorite albums, and she described this song as the perfect baby making song.
Oh, D'Angelo's on there, of course. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Exactly. Yep. No, the voices harmonize so nicely.
He is the biggest. He is for me the closest thing we have to Marvin Gaye at this point.
Yeah.
He is amazing. What a sexy muff. Man.
For sure.
If anybody could sing the panties of the ladies, that's him. That's the man. That's him.
For sure. Yep, for sure.
It is just beautiful. It is very beautiful. What do you get from the theme?
Kind of when you're with the person you love, kind of all your problems melt away.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly like no matter what, I don't need. Like he says, D'Angelo, I don't need any alcohol. Your love makes me feel taller. I don't care what I have to get. Yeah, exactly, man. It's just so good. Sure. It's very good.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, But the unusual thing about the song is that there's no chorus. It's just 6 verses.
Yes.
Going back and forth, and forth.
It almost feels like a psalm or like a kid's song in some sense. Like there is no refrain or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say it doesn't need to be a chorus in this. It's just good as it is.
Nope.
So catchy and so smooth and you like I could see what your girlfriend's saying.
Yeah. Yes.
You could definitely get down to this.
I could also see it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man. But yes.
For sure. Yep.
I will say though, it is one of the very I want to say it's not very dense verses. Where in some of the other songs, the way she describes things are very like she uses a lot of words and a lot of paints a lot of pictures in your head. This is more straight to the point, R&B forward, very easy to follow. But yes, very very nice to listen to.
For sure. Yeah.
Then we go to Everything Is Everything.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What a
very
beat!
Boom-bappy.
What a beat, man!
The piano is so catchy.
It's so, like I said, I listened. I played this song. I didn't play all the album for my girlfriend, but I played like 5 songs, and this is one of them. And I said, this is the time where you could go with such a simple boom bap drum set and a bim bim, but just that's it, and it just works so well. Yes. And her harmonizing, the way she flows in and out, it's so catchy. It's so easy to listen to. I love it. I love this track. Mm-hmm. It's so good.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's not a lot to it.
Her flow is just amazing.
So unbelievable.
Vocals, undescribably good.
Yeah.
It's, but I do actually have, I kind of did feel a deeper meaning to this. Because to me, this is kind of not a dig at a government, but I
think a social commentary in some sense, I guess.
Social commentary. Jesus Christ, my brain doesn't work. But about the people making the rules.
Yes.
Kind of making it unnecessarily difficult for people in those areas.
Yeah.
But she kind of feels with this song, kind of fills people with hope that everything is happening for a reason, but change will one day come.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
And it kind of that this won't be anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
That they will be seen, they will be heard. Everything's gonna be fine.
It's very cool that she references a lot of, I guess you could call it, black culture or like a lot of her ancestry. Like she references the Abyssinian, the Cleopatras. Like the way she says it, like we have everything, we have all our don't worry, it'll come. Like you say, don't develop a negative into a positive picture. Make stay on top. Like, just focus. We'll get there. Don't worry about it.
But that's what I have with this whole album.
Yeah.
All the negatives she has a positive twist.
It's very cool because you see a lot of the hip hop artists where they go a glass half empty kind of. I see dead people everywhere kind of, and all I can do is sell drugs, and that we'll never get out of this. But this is the opposite. This is keep your head down, be a good person. The good things will happen to you and for you.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Which is very refreshing.
Yes, but there is some digs in there that
for sure.
The government is making it harder for what I will say. I perceive it as black people. It could be just the impoverished areas in general. I don't know.
No, for sure. Yeah.
But she does say, and the ones on top won't make it stop, as if they won't really help us. They just look out for themselves. So
yeah.
But once again, such a beautiful track and so catchy. Amazing. And the hook is so
man,
so good.
It's like I'm gonna tease this, but the top 3 was the hardest thing for me to do.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Same.
Far.
This was the hardest album for me.
Shit.
Yes.
Yeah,
I agree.
Man, yeah. I feel like we're allowed at least 2 honorable mentions each.
Honorable mentions. Okay, let's do it. So now we come to track 14.
Yep.
The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
The title track.
The title track. Yep. Yep.
Now, this is a very... I will say it's a very thoughtful track in the sense that she feels like she's in her head almost.
Yeah, it's very introspective.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good word, introspective. And it's just about her. I feel like it's just her reminiscing or thinking about her upbringing and how she's gotten to where she's gotten and all the stuff she went through. But also, once again, it's just about being positive, right? His strength is within me. Like, search outside, you can make something of yourself. It's a very beautiful track. I feel it's very beautiful. It's also one of the shortest tracks on the album. Yeah. But it's very, very cool.
Yeah. Very lovely piano instrumental as well.
Yeah, very simple.
Just goes perfectly fine with the introspection of it.
Yes.
It's for me, this is a very beautiful song.
Yeah, I really very beautiful. It's also it's on some of the tracks you go the production fits the track perfectly. Yeah. But I feel like this track in particular, if it had a more up tempo or more higher hype beat, I don't wanna call it anything, but if it had a more up tempo brighter beat, it would not fit the theme. It would not work.
No, for sure. No.
The only reason it works as an introspective track is that it's a subdued,
more mellow.
Yes, production, right? It's very mellow, very almost quaint, I guess. But yes, very beautiful. Very beautiful.
For sure. Yep. She also tackles some racial issues in America. But that's to be expected from a very introspective song.
Yes, and I feel like it is impossible not to do it if you're in her situation. You have to do it. You have to go.
Yeah,
I have to say something about this because it is happening.
No, of course. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep.
With that, we come to the first cover on the album.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And what a cover!
It's so good. She makes it like a funky, modern up tempo with the beatboxing.
So fucking good.
It's so cool.
I mean, I remember the first time I listened to this, I was like, this can't be a cover. And then it starts off, and then you go, it's maybe it's not. And then it once all the different things pop into place and the whole thing fits together, you just go, this is perfect. Like, this is so good. 100%. The way she thought this out, the whole at the beginning, the boomboxing, her own harmonies, it's so good. And the way she changes the melody is amazing.
Yep.
This is my favorite version of this song. I know it's a cover, but this is far beyond the original, I feel.
I think we should mention it is the cover from Frank Valli's classic hit.
Frankie Valli, yes.
Yep.
It's so good.
Yeah. So my girlfriend actually gave me a little what's it called? Not a tip, but a piece of information.
A hint?
A piece of information about this song. And that is that she sang it in one take.
Really? That's fucking cool.
Including the beatbox.
That's amazing. I'm not surprised though.
Sick.
I think we should touch on this at the end, but in general, she is the full package, right? She's the triple threat. She can 100%. Do everything. She's just a one.
Yeah.
She's like this is gonna trigger people. You ready for a hot take? She's like the better version of Ed Sheeran, right? She can do everything. She has an amazing.
It's not a hot take.
I feel like a lot of people will be triggered by that comment. I feel like get ready in the comments.
Fuck no. Yeah.
Amazing vocals, can rap like world class rapper, right? Yeah. Production on a S tier level. It's amazing. She's 23 at this point. It's unbelievable.
Let me rephrase your hot take to where they actually get annoyed. Is Lauryn Hill is everything Ed Sheeran wishes he'd be.
Oh. I will say I am not in any way associated with this hot take. I cannot.
Cheers to this.
Cheerios, Gazette. Cheerios.
Cheers. Hey. Jesus Christ. I'm joking. Relax.
So how did you guys get canceled?
It's all bad.
Well.
We yeah. No, but
this is where it goes. So you're probably wondering, how did I get here? No.
Shit. Yeah. No, but it fits the theme about falling in love of the album, about falling in love again.
Yes.
But also her love for her son Zion. Obviously.
Yes. And just the tone in her voice is so man.
It's also
how does she
I also
do it?
feel like it's very spiritual or religious with the church organ in the background.
Yes.
It's wow.
And the way she just uses her voice as an instrument, like an actual instrument, the harmonies in the background, but it's just so good.
Yeah.
Perfect. But yes, it's not her track, so not much we can say really about the track. No. It is just what it is, a Frankie Valli classic. Now, the final track, Tell Him.
Tell him.
Yo, tell him, Mom.
Tell him. Yeah. I love how the guitar builds across the whole song, and especially with the choirs in the background.
Yes, it's like
of the chorus, it's perfect.
It's just so good.
Beautiful.
Once again, the way she takes gospel, R&B, hip hop, pop, jazz,
and basically,
all the stuff.
Her
love
is more important than anything.
Yes.
More important than money. More important than any possessions.
Pretty much.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just and it is again very very religious, right? Very religious. It's about keeping yourself in check. Don't be jealous. Don't be boastful. Don't be all that. Be a good person. Do good in the world. But it's beautiful, man. What a closer.
Yeah.
What a closer. It's
for sure.
I am.
Yep.
The further you get into this album, the more you obviously the more you realize how religious she is as a person, and it obviously means a lot to her.
Yeah.
But also the more jealous you get of how good she is at everything she does. Where you go, imagine making this, and it's just so easy for her. It seems so easy.
At 23, nonetheless.
Yeah, and it is unbelievable,
Holy
man.
Shit.
What a. But yes.
But as well is she's also asking again with the religious thing. She's basically asking God. To bless the relationship. For the strength to open her heart again, to love again, no matter what happens.
Exactly. This is her way of saying, I'm ready to move on. I am now done with that bad relationship. I want to move forward and be positive. Can you please help me get past this and put me in a better place?
Yeah.
But yes.
For sure.
Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Okay, so that's the album. 16 unbelievable tracks. I guess the intro is not really unbelievable. It's just an intro, but we'll call it what it is. You know. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
This is for me even an easier 10 out of 10.
Yes.
Than Nas's Illmatic was.
Yes, I agree.
I feel like
I agree. Like the thing is,
you know what? I'm gonna give another hot take.
Okay.
For me, this for R&B and stuff in general is what Illmatic was for hip hop.
I agree 100%. 100%. Like this is the easiest 10 I've given here, I feel.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's not because the hip hop or the R&B elements in itself would be a 10, but the way she combines it. And I've seen a lot of the legends talk about it, like JC and also and they sum it up perfectly. They all say she did what at the time no one did. You were either a rapper or an R&B artist. Either you sang
everything
or you rapped, and she did everything. And everything works, and it is beautiful, and it is so well put together. It's the easiest 10. The easiest 10.
It's amazing.
Okay, so now
so good.
Now that was the easy part. Now the hard part, the top 3, Joey. Here we go.
Top 3, but 2 honorable mentions.
Okay.
We have 2 outs.
Okay.
We have 2 outs.
You want to start with your honorable mentions?
I'll start with mine.
Then I'll take my honorable mentions, and then we'll take the top 3.
Okay. So my honorable mention number 1 is every ghetto, every city.
Okay, yeah, interesting.
Very nice and funky. I love it.
Yes.
Number 2, honorable mention, X Factor.
Ooh, honorable mention. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Okay, good.
Yep.
All right. I have every ghetto, every city as my 1, and then I used to love him as my 2nd.
Oh, all right. I see you.
Yeah.
I see you.
Okay, now top 3.
Top 3.
You start from number 1 or you start from number 3?
Yeah, fuck you. I'm starting with number 1. Doo-wop. That thing.
Number one. Okay, I can respect it. I can respect it.
Number one. Yep.
Yes.
Number two, Forgive Them, Father.
Oh, interesting.
It is. I really, really, really love this track.
Interesting. Good. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good.
And number three for me is Everything.
Everything's everything.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm gonna start at number three because fuck you, No. Number three is Can't Take My Eyes Off of You. Okay. Because for me, that is everything a cover should be. It is perfectly well executed. Yep. She makes it her own. She makes it something more than the original was. Perfect. Number two is Doo Wop. Yep. Such a catchy track.
It's so amazing.
Showcases her everything she can do. But the easiest one to place was X Factor number one. That track is eternal to me. And if I think I will put it this way: if I went to if I had to crash my plane on a deserted island, and I could only
one song.
I could only not one song. That probably wouldn't be it. That would probably be some boring stuff like Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen or something. But let's say I have 50 tracks. This will probably X Factor would probably be one of them. Maybe even if it was top 25, I think X Factor would be one of them. It is so good.
Fair enough.
With that said, easily the hardest. The hardest top three to do. It is
the single hardest thing I've had to do so far.
Yes,
every single song could be in the top three.
Yes. Song. This is also the first album we do where there is no debate on that. It is not there is no skip on this album. You could probably on all the other albums so far you could say there's a skip. There is no skip on this. It is nothing. So well put together. The quality is off the hook.
It is perfect. It's so good. It is a 5-time Grammy winning album for a reason. Yeah. It is a diamond album for a reason.
Yes.
This is a perfect album.
It is also a consensus top 10 album of all times, I feel like, on almost all R&B, hip-hop.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is that she went away after this, right? Like she couldn't really handle the thing.
That's
and
it.
Apparently she's been dealing with some mental issues. And
I could get that.
Yeah. Now, you want to know a funny stat?
What's up?
The Los Angeles Times only gave it a 2.5 out of 4 when they reviewed it originally.
What?
Yeah.
What are they smoking?
Yeah, I don't know.
They must be on the good
so
from
funny.
Amsterdam. They must be on the good.
I just saw
New York
like
Times is wild.
Yeah, but then again, you don't go to New York Times for like that sort of thing, right? Oh, it's LA. Sorry, it was the Los Angeles Times. Sorry, to be Los Angeles Times.
LA. Fuck you, LA. All right.
But yes, there is one other thing we should talk about, and that is,
all right.
You now have the thing we always do, where I quiz you. What is the most played album? The most played tracks on this album? Top 3.
Oh, for fuck's
sake. Hit me up.
Doo Wop number 1.
Yes.
Gang. X Factor number 2.
Yes. Good. Very good, actually. Now the third one.
This one's hard. Number 3 is the hard one.
Yeah.
The one with D'Angelo.
No, it is not.
Fuck.
It is. You're somewhat close. It is. Can't Take My Eyes Off of You.
Yeah. I was gonna say either the cover or that. Yeah.
But yes,
hey, fair enough.
It is amazing. In general, I think it has like almost 1 billion streams between all the songs. It's very, very good.
Amazing.
Very, very good.
Fucking amazing. Yeah.
I can tell you that she still to this day has 11.6 million listeners per month, and she hasn't put out a thing since then. Almost.
That is crazy. She was 23 when she last.
So it's literally
20. That is literally when I was like 10 days before I was born.
Yeah. And
nuts.
I will say 2 of the like top 5 song on her pages is what are they called? Fugees. It's Killing Me Softly.
Yeah.
What an amazing, also a cover, by the way, amazing cover, insane cover. And then it's Ready or Not, which is also timeless classic.
Those two are the ones that I knew her first from.
Yes. Yeah. But I think that's it for the album review, my friend.
That is it. Yep.
As always, put your thoughts down below if you have any recommendations. or if you have anything you want to say about this album in particular. Also, if you have any other topic or suggestions for us, put them below as well. Yep. All right.
For sure. All right. On to the final part. All right, everybody, are you ready for the last call? Last order's up. You know what to do.
Curios.
Get the last two-stepping mans in. Gotcha.
And that's it. I'm out. Thank you.
Yep. Last order's up. We got ours. Cheers, my man.
Cheers, my friend.
Yeah. So, as we just listened to an album filled with love, let me ask you a question. A very deep question.
Here we go.
Do in the last call.
Here we go.
What is love to you?
Yeah. I think there are two answers. The two ways you can go with this.
Yeah.
There is the one where the boy from the album was correct. It is the willingness to do anything for the other person.
Yeah.
And I think to some extent that is the most all-encompassing way of looking at love. Yeah. Because love can obviously be love for your family or love for a friend or love for a partner, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a wife, husband. Yeah. But to me, I feel love is a shared connection that you have with someone, and it can be very specific to that relationship, whether it's a love, like a love relationship, like a partner relationship or a friend relationship, but it means that you share something with the other person that is very, very special to you and that you cannot replicate elsewhere.
Yes.
I think that's my way of putting it.
This is a very good point.
How about you?
I feel like I kind of want to touch on your first point with the boy saying that love is doing no matter what for the other person. That is, to me, that is very much a definition of love.
Yeah.
It could also be very much the downfall of yourself if that's the only standard of love you keep yourself to.
Yeah, I agree.
Because that is just a recipe for getting used.
Yeah. Yes.
But for me, love is probably like kind of talking about in the song with D'Angelo, and that's whenever you're feeling shit or you're feeling down and you walk into a room or you embrace the person you love and all the problems from they just melt away even for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
That feeling to me is like one of the most pure forms of
I agree.
Pure indications of love. But you are definitely correct in the sense that you definitely know when it's love when you share something with someone and you get that feeling of like, damn, that's like,
but
almost. Yeah,
I agree with you 100% in that the best forms of relationships and the best form of love is the one where you can carry some of the other's burdens or lessen them in some sense.
Yeah.
But for me, the most surprising thing about love was always that it's not equal. It's very rare that you are at the exact same point in love or in emotions as the other part, and you most of the time when you love someone, it is reciprocated. Because you, like I say, you form a relationship, you form a bond. But there are also points where you have been friends with someone and then you fall in love and they don't. The other person don't.
For sure.
Or you fall out of love with someone, or they do something that you can't forgive, and that way the love is
100%. Yeah. 100%.
But and that is I think in general there has to be a lot of trust involved for a relationship to grow to the point of real love where you really have that deep connection, that love for someone. And if you're not willing to trust that and to, like we've talked about a couple times on the show actually, and on After Hours and on the last call, you have to trust, you have to be willing to dive into it and risk that you can get hurt from loving
100%.
someone. and that's never fun.
No,
it's never fun letting someone in
all the time to everyone.
Yeah. But in the end, the risk is way worth it for the reward than when you find 100%. that real friend or that real girlfriend, boyfriend. It is unlike anything else. Yes, it is for sure worth it.
It is the human's mind most beautiful thing.
Yes, for sure. And I think there are some, like, let me ask you this then as a follow-up.
Yeah.
Do you believe in instant love, like love at first sight?
No.
I don't either.
I believe in infatuation at first sight.
Yes, I think that's a very good way of looking at it.
Yeah. Yes. I think an attraction is there at first sight, but there's no love at first sight. Because love has to grow. Love has to, like you said, grow under the things you build and the bonds you create, not the instant, like, oh, I like how this person behaves, I like how this person looks, type of thing that you can gain in an instant. But yeah, that's no, I don't believe in love at first sight.
I agree. That for me, that's always been one of the strangest thing about love is that we call it to fall in love. But falling in love is not a true love. It is a temporary state of mind almost. Like I make it sound very boring. Being in love is one of the most amazing things you can imagine and you can experience as a human being.
The most amazing stage that you can be in. Just
at least for the first stage. At least for the first stage. But then in the end you sometimes you go, okay, you know, it's about time this could end. I could, because you're almost. I don't remember who, but like a famous poet once said that it's like falling in love is a temporary form of mental illness, and they're probably not wrong because you are not yourself. You do stupid stuff. Your mind is on other things. You imagine the other person. You know, all that stuff.
No, for sure.
But yeah, I agree with you. You definitely. That's all. That's the other thing about falling in love. It's usually on like random things. It's the way someone looks at you, or the way they smell, or the way they move their hair, or you know, all that. It's not like you can fall in love with someone and have
it's not actually the feeling of love.
No, and you can also fall in love with someone, and then you end up recognizing I have nothing in common with this person, but they're pretty amazing, even though you know. So love is pretty great. Love is pretty great.
Love is amazing. Yep. So what is love to you guys? Tell us down below. If you have any questions for the last call, leave them down below. If you have anything you want to talk to us about, want to tell us, also leave it down below. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We post regularly. We are constantly responding to whatever the fuck you're saying. We love it. We love the interaction so far. But yeah, just subscribe, ring the bell, do whatever. We love you guys because we actually do love making this podcast.
That we do.
That's for sure. And with that, I think what a lovely episode it was. And I leave you all with a lovely Friday night.
See you guys on the after hours that is out now as well.
For sure. All right. See you guys.
Bye-bye, everybody.